We're settling into our pace now, which is about 2 knots. I wouldn't be surprised if we averaged at 2 knots. And it's a bit of a challenge for us, is that we're not under any circumstances going to turn the engine on. And hoping that the forecast is correct, that the wind will come through and then send us directly down to Ponza, a little tiny island off the mainland.
We can see the island now. 3 days, no motor at all. Soon the horror will happen.
And I don't want to say it in front of Nadiana, but it's really bad. I tried to play it down a little bit, but I've said like we absolutely need to get to a doctor, so we're absolutely steaming now to the mainland, which was another 36 miles. And we're just absolutely exhausted. Like, we didn't take any shifts because we were almost at a destination and this happened. Twenty-six, 27 hours, 60 something miles covered, average speed 2.6, but everything's really calm, everything's really nice. We're doing 4 hours on, 4 hours off. Usually when we're off we get like 1 or 2 hours sleep and then we're awake for 4 hours. It's actually, just by getting 1 hour's sleep, you feel recharged for a good 6 hours, but then you start to flag. Drinking a lot of coffee to stay awake and alert. But it's good. I can't stop thinking about the fish that I missed yesterday. I should never have put it down. And because we're going now at 1.5 knots, it's not a fast enough speed really to entice a bite. But hopefully, now is supposed to be the lowest point. Hopefully tonight, if we can pick up some speed, then we might get a fish. Yeah, at least there's no big swells. Last night we were doing 1 knot just with the swell alone. The swell was pushing us, so yep. We continue. Probably 2 more days of this. Maybe less, 1.5, hopefully. However, this anchorage is actually just as oh god, I'm losing my mind. The state of the boat now in this swell is actually better than some anchorages that we've been in, so it's cool. We're all good. We're doing well. Yoshi's doing well. All is good.
Second day sunset. Bye bye. See you on the other side tomorrow morning. This guy never sleeps his whole shift.
Yeah, never a whole shift, no. Yeah, I did 2 hours.
How did it feel?
Oh, I feel so tired now.
You should go back to bed.
Yeah, I will. Can you handle it on your own?
I'm not even gonna answer that.
Can you handle the pressure?
Days passes so well when you're out on the sea. You have to fall asleep. My offer stands.
I have no idea when we'll arrive. It depends if we bob around.
If we keep a constant 2.5 knots, we will arrive maybe in a day and a half.
I think we'll arrive early morning. 2.5 knots, average speed over 24 hours is 60 miles.
And today, I remember when I went to sleep in the morning, we were around 100. And now we are on the 70 mark, 79, So basically, we traveled from Preston to Manchester for the whole day. Not bad.
Not bad for free.
Yeah. And for such an amazing view.
The wind's completely dropped and I'm just using the westerly swell to direct us towards this star. It's actually a planet because it's not twinkling, and that way is east and the swell's coming from the back, so it's just more comfortable, and we'll just wait until the wind arrives, hopefully in the morning. It's very peaceful. I've turned all the instruments off. I'm just using this one star. It's less dazzling then for the eyes. Occasionally you'll hear a blowhole of a whale or a dolphin. Can't see where they are. And we can actually steer the boat just with the swell pushing us along. This is not going to do our average speed very good, but we really are adrift in the middle of the sea. Pretty cool feeling.
Pretty much just drifting away for the last hour and a half. No wind, but big boat passing close by. Oh, I actually just made 0.1 knot throughout this 4 hours.
Oh, so you did 0.1 nautical miles towards the destination.
Yeah.
Good job. How far off now?
71.3. Still in the 70s.
There's a sailing boat coming. I bet you they come and check us out. They probably think that we're in trouble.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They look a bit lazy.
Yeah.
Like getting up and then flip the tail.
So overnight, our average speed is now 2. It's not too bad. Cruising now at 1.7, 1.6. It's funny because we must have about 5 knots of wind, maybe less. And we're doing 1.5, 1.6 knots. We've broken into the 60s in terms of miles away from the destination. 1.8 knots. Wow. Let's see what the fish think about this. Oh la la, it's a big one. Third night at sea. How far are we off our destination? Are we into the 40 miles now? 40 something miles maybe, 49. Sun's going down. Hopefully we'll make it there tomorrow. If not, well, we don't mind. As long as we can steer the boat, or the autopilot can steer the boat, because steering the boat when it's dark, steering the boat with no wind and using the swell to direct the boat, now that is soul destroying. But then you're probably saying, well, it's your own fault, stick the motor on. But where's the fun in that, eh? That's cheating.
We're doing a challenge.
It's a challenge.
No motor throughout the sail.
We've not had a weather forecast for 3 days. Hopefully nothing's come up. The wind wasn't as strong as it's been on the forecast. But light forecasts are never as strong as what they say. Heavy forecasts are always stronger.
Really?
Well, it seems that way.
Alright, now it's time to look at the green light.
The green flash.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever seen a green flash before as the sun goes down? We look every time.
Or
We've
is it
not
just
seen
a
it.
myth?
Is it just a myth? We'll Google it when we get into some Googleable space.
0.8, 0.7, 0.6. Welcome to our midnight cinema. Stars above and Breaking Bad down here.
Yeah, the weather's been kind to us. Well, it's really nice wind, doing 3 knots almost, and yeah, cinema time. Time to watch Heisenberg sell some crystal meth. We've only been interrupted by dolphins just once. Long gone are the days of 2 knots. This is my first sunset shift. Nadana's just put in a mighty shift so I could get some sleep. But once again, the swell is pushing us. We're just pointing ourselves east, which is pretty much our destination. 35 miles to go. Today was supposed to be the strongest wind. Yeah, we've been doing this for a few hours now. It's just a bit of a roll. The wind will pick up soon, I'm sure it will. We can just about start to see the wind fill in very lightly. Right now we have these tiny little ripples. That's the surface ripples, not the swell. Good boy, Yoshi! Good boy, yeah! Get your treat, get your treat! Finally a bit of wind today. It took a while to come in. Hopefully it'll stick out and we can get to the little island before, probably not before dark, because there's apparently a lot of uncharted rocks and you really want to be entering during the daylight. However, that pilot book that I have is from like 1987 where they didn't really have chart plotters. And with Navionics on the iPhone, people chart the rocks for you, so you are kind of relying on other people, but if we absolutely have to, we can go in at night and kind of chance it a little bit. Nadiana can be on the front with a torch and we'll just try and edge into this anchorage. Don't really like going into unfamiliar and kind of small anchorages at night, but hopefully there'll be enough room. Hopefully this wind will stay as it is, otherwise I cannot deal with another night rolling around and rocking. But yeah, it's all our own doing. Yoshi's been good. He's done his 3rd poo today. We're so proud of him.
We can see the island now. 3 days. No motor at all. No fish.
Still
no
time.
Whale. But still time, yeah. But no motor, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And it has been really, really nice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. The island looks super tiny.
It's like the island from Lost.
Yeah. But also quite high cliff.
Yeah.
Looking forward for the land life a little bit.
There's nothing there though, there's no amenities, it's just a
Wildness.
shop and a restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Oh well, it's okay.
Oh well.
We don't need it.
We just need the land, the stable land. Cool.
Okay, you can try.
Something horrible happened. Maybe Mark can tell you what.
So pretty much a very terrible thing has happened. We were about 10 miles from those little islands and Nadiana fell down on Yoshi as she was getting up and he's reacted and he's bit her lip. And I don't want to say it in front of Nadiana, but it's really bad. It needs stitches and it's potentially surgery. Nadiana didn't want to look at it in the mirror, so I tried to play it down a little bit, but I've said like we absolutely need to get to a doctor, so we're absolutely steaming now to the mainland, which was another 36 miles, and we're doing something like 4 to 5 knots. Now heading into that wind which we were craving so much, and we're just absolutely exhausted. Like we didn't take any shifts because we were almost at a destination and this happened. And we're obviously not going to show it on camera what she's done, but I'm telling you now it's really bad. So we're going to where we think there's a hospital. I think potentially it'll need plastic surgery, I think so. Obviously it's going to be expensive and all that stuff, and having the boat in a marina while we do that, but that's the last thing that we're thinking about. We just need to get Nadiana sorted, but she's so brave. She's out there steering. I'm trying to get some rest so that I can take her to the hospital. She said she's not tired, she can't eat anything, but basically what happened was her lip it's been properly cut all the way through and it's split, so we'll see. But absolute nightmare. Just praying that we get there safe and that the engine's all good, and well, the engine's doing fine, but you know, it's always a worry hammering into swell like this. Just sat on the toilet because I bet the noise is terrible. Okay. 5 more hours to go, 4 or 5 more hours to go. So I'm so impressed with Nadiana, she's so brave. Sorry.
It's all good.
Well done, Nadiana.
I just came in and the nurse just stitched me like 3 stitches without anything, and then they just gave me the paper and I just walking out of the hospital, and we got 13 minutes to walk back to the boat.
You're so cute when you hurt. I know it sounds bad, but seeing you hurt, it makes my heart melt.
Oh, don't worry. And it's nice. Like it's completely free. and there's nothing. They didn't ask for anything or.
When I saw it on the boat, I was like, I thought it is bad. It is a serious cut. But then when I saw it, when you took the bandage off here, I thought it looked so much better.
Do you think?
And I think she's done a really good job stitching it up.
That's good.
It looks rough now because your lips are all swollen.
Yeah.
Looks like you've had Botox.
And she said 7 to 8 days it will fall off and no water on it. I just hope I don't have a huge scar.
Yeah.
Become a scar face. Well, even if I do, that's life.
Give me a hug. Sorry.
I look like a zombie. It's so swollen and I kept like
Keep
dripping.
So an incredibly sweaty, moist, condensed, messy, disorganized boat is no place for a patient like Nadiana at the moment. They don't actually accept people in this marina, but we've explained the situation, and they're happy for us to stay for 72 hours. So we got 3 days, and then after that, we're not sure what we do. We don't fancy kind of going back out into the wild because
it's a bit traumatic.
It's traumatic, and
so we did a pan cow, and there is no one answered.
Yeah.
And I feel like, well, I mean, maybe I'm being dramatic, but it's just the feeling like you're out there, and I'm lucky that I wasn't really bleeding too bad, and it's not like super. Well, it's not an artery. Is that what?
Yeah, I guess.
But if it was, then it takes like 8 hours for us to get to any sort of land.
Yeah.
And it just felt so. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. You handled it so well, though.
Thank you.
I
just need to sleep.
Yeah, we've not had more than like 3 hours sleep in the last like 5 or 6 days. So we're going to a hotel, and it's times like these you need all the comfort that you can get. And while we have some comfort on this boat, you know, it's still an unfinished project, and it's not a brand new shiny boat. So, you know, with things with insulation and stuff, like everything's condensed, everything's moist. I feel like for the healing of your scar, it needs to be so
without water,
without sweat dripping down your face and stuff. So
no, I don't think it's the boat. I think it's just like a dry place. Even yesterday in the morning when we walked back, we passed those like brand new boat or super yachts.
yeah,
They're also moist, like all condensed.
yeah, that's true.
So it's not minky. It's just, I just think, I don't know, like a hot shower and just a comfortable bed is all I ask. And good news is we find a very close by hotel which is pet friendly. We're so lucky, I think.
Yeah.
And only cost like 200 for 3 nights, which is not too bad.
But I think with these things, you don't even care about price. You just.
Well, you don't care price. If it's like 2,000, yeah, you do.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank the lovely people who support us on YouTube, and just by watching the videos helps us with these things. Alright.
Well, hopefully after 3 days I'll be back.
Yeah.
Strong. Welcome to our 3-star hotel. It kind of feels like, I was just telling Mark, this kind of feels like we're on a run. And this is, well, This is my way of eating pizza. Eating anything now. I can only eat things that's like bite size, and then I can need to like delicately fit through the right hand side of my mouth.
Oh.
I still can chew on this stuff. So I'm not complaining.
Good use for the rope cutter.
Very well done for bringing it.
And can I just say, I know a lot of people hate us going on about the price of things, but pizza, Napolitan pizza, €3.50. Margarita pizza, I think €4. No, well, the whole thing came to €9 for two pizzas.
We're in the real pizza land now.
We're in Pizza Land. The real Pizza Land. I think Pizza Hut used to be called Pizza Land.
Oh really?
Oh,
this one's a bit too big.
Nice to see Yoshi enjoying the hotel. Genuinely prefers the boat, I think.
Yeah.
Because he has all these little places that he sits.